Hey guys, welcome back. It's Kim Wilson here at Storehouse of the Heart, week 13 in our 52-week challenge. And whether it's your first week or your 13th week, you are welcome here. Thank you for joining along with me as we have written, read, investigated, thought about, and examined our heart in a prayer through this verse this week, Galatians 2:20. And it says to us, I have been crucified with Christ, and I no longer live, but Christ lives in me. The life I now live in the body, I live by faith in the Son of God who loved me and gave himself for me. I don't know what your takeaway was this week, but those two powerful statements at the end of that verse are what's standing out to me. Let's meditate and let's recall, let's remember together these truths. That God loved us. That's right. He loves us. That's why he chose the cross. That's his big why. He was motivated by love. You know, we are so familiar with John 3:16, and I'm sure even as a child you memorized that scripture. But don't let familiar take us away from the fact that it's true. For God so loved the world that he gave his only begotten Son, that whoever believes in him should not perish, but have everlasting life. Everlasting life is the gift that God wanted to give us because he loves us. So let that truth grow down deep and plant in your heart so that you would know, no matter what's happening in your life, no matter what your circumstances are, that you are indeed loved, and that love was demonstrated on the cross. And the other part of that verse says, he gave himself for me. Do you know that he had a choice, that he willingly chose to give his life for us? I think that's really important to know, that love chose us freely. It was an act of his will. And it was a commitment of his love. It was a commitment to his covenant, a commitment to demonstrate his love towards us. And it was absolutely a choice. You know, that's the truth, that love gives us choice so we can live our lives for ourselves and to please ourselves and to care about ourselves, or we can live a life that is pleasing to God. And, you know, I believe that when we know his love for us and the level of his love for us, and we love him back, we want to follow him. This week in Bible study, I had a friend who took us into John and reminded us of Peter's story. See, Peter was following Jesus. Peter was chosen by Jesus to be a disciple, and he had chosen to follow Jesus. But when it came time for Jesus to be crucified, Peter denies Jesus. Jesus even warned Peter that he would deny him 3 times. And that was so hard for Peter to believe. But you see, the Lord knew, but he also knew that he had a plan for his death, his burial, and his resurrection. And because Jesus has been resurrected and raised to life, you and I have new life too. In fact, Peter found out about this new life for himself when Jesus himself restored him. The same way Peter denied Jesus 3 times, Jesus asked Peter, do you love me? And he asked him 3 times. You know, no matter how many times we deny him, he gives us an opportunity to choose to love him. I hope today that you would make the choice today to believe, to love, and to follow Jesus, because he loves you and his plan is best for you. Have a happy Easter. I will see you back on Sunday, Easter Sunday, as we celebrate the resurrection and we begin a new verse. I'm so glad that you're here. You are truly loved, so very loved. Have a happy day.